Get live coverage and schedules for your favorite tournaments. Strafe. Everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.
In terms of high execution champions, and you don't have to hit the hook, but I would like him to hit some of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we've seen this matchup played in the bottom lane, fascinating to track. At that tournament, it was actually Hold the Thought.
First to fight in the bottom side, but they're on top of the lantern. Teddy has to flash. A single auto would kill him, and
He's
that
out.
won't bring him down. But now it's time for the top side. Rooted in place. First blood will go through to SKT.
And this just is not something that
You can
happens.
see that Chachi can't get this wave in for himself, so they're going to try and push it in. This, most of the time, would just be acknowledgement of a freeze. However, it is going to turn into a team fight right now because Clit is here.
Battle is in. Chachi at 200 HP does have flash, but Coon goes on to Xerxes, who doesn't have the ability to get out. This Gragas cannot find a way to leave, puts in a bit of damage, but Khan is going to get a second kill of the game.
And a play like this is just so rough down there. Also, just is so strong right now on this Lucian.
But it's just about making. Oh!
Ooh, Flash gets him to safety, but over the wall! Kabe's there, flashes right back out. That was
They haven't gotten anything, whereas when SKT make their plays, it is paying off with kills. But they hard forced that one, and now trying to force more.
3 versus 2 down here with the true shot, or the ulti on top as well. Can't play without the first one. There we go. Chachi claims the kill credit. Klit's trying to run. They've traded now. The first kill,
Even on
second
Chan.
comes in. This is Splyce picking up a lot right now as Khan has to run. The cooling on, but can't find the kill. A single auto would knock.
Bot side of the map, and they need to start eating up these objectives to balance out the fact that Herald and Chachi are just getting pushed in.
That route was at the right time. Figures himself up, but does he have a good way out? Owns the flash, but the CC comes in, and the Splyce 2-on-2 take down Faker. Chachi forced to run. He's going to neutral objective of the game.
And reminder, we just came off of a split map. We assumed that Splyce would be able to convert and taking down the tower. There's a single plate left on it that they would potentially get.
Such a big part of this game. Splyce are going toe-to-toe with SKT when going toe-to-toe is not the expectation for this squad. Hex flash over the wall. Northscarin lands the hook. They're going to land everything, and the shutdown gold goes to Kobe.
And not only does he
Able to make those plays. There was nothing that SKT could do because there wasn't a dragon on the map.
Oh, into the cocoon! What a prediction! Clit set that one up. Human on air, and you're like, the big thing to watch for is the Splyce solo laners top the tournament in isolated deaths. Within 80
Home, I think, is a little bit higher. They have things like the Gragas engaged, and they might look for it now.
Looking for the Flaku, not going to land just yet, and the Claw's now down for Baker. Hook's going to come into Northscarin. They're going to trade blows here. Into the front line, though. Khan putting a lot of damage in, forcing the flash out of Northscarin. Oh, comes across! Big flash flay! That's one kill coming through. Faker's in the chase. They're going to find a second now as well. Splyce running for the hills. The flash to follow. Xerxes.
War, then re-engage on their turn, and they're still looking for it.
All right, 3 versus 5. A lot of damage towards Humanoid. Faker first to mark that one, and the jungler. You got to find him. He's nowhere nearby. Smite cannot possibly come through. The Smite is there.
They've now got themselves a 6,000 gold lead at 24 minutes into the game. And whilst they're good,
Okay.
and once again, look how well SKT play towards the safe side of the map. However, Clit might be in a bit of danger.
Oh, danger to Northscarin, though. The cocoon over the wall lands. They hook him right back in, and it's time to knock down the mid inhibitor turret. Baron's not up. They crack the base anyway. This inhib is gone.
And I don't know what it is about SKT because you can change out every single member, but they almost always have this core identity of SKT not only recognize exactly what they need to do, but exactly what you want to do to them. They find it, they figure it out, and they break it.
Almost nobody for Chachi. Gets some damage, but not enough for the kill. Now the ult across from Faker. That could be enough to kill him. Heals a little bit more, but doesn't have the backup. Teddy finds that kill, and there's nowhere for Xerxes to go. He's going to drop as well. There could be more of a chase down. Faker just lives. The flash hook's not going to land. A trade kill. That's a nice one. The cleanse. He tries to get away, just back to the squad. And can he evade SKT? Which one's real? It's one on the north side. Puts in the chain. Everyone's going to bring in a teammate, though, and they're going to find the pull. Teddy on a killing spree, and SKT can run right to that.
Gold lead has just exploded.
And for me, the difference has not only been in the individual mechanics, but also just in the vision game that SKT have been playing.
SKT's way, the Baron's on top as well, and we'll see how much more they can crack down. Middle inhibitor already dead. Chachi found out by Khan. That matchup was tilted so early, and it's still paying dividends now. The fight on the bottom side, TP comes in, looking to knock down Teddy. Can they kill him? Yes, they will. battle, 1 for 0, but can it be enough? Can Kabe survive with the damage across? They're still chasing down the opponents. Another kill comes in. The culling is there. Just barely can't kill the Kaisa, but a 2v4 is really hard to win. Xerxes gonna flash away to safety now as well. SKT still on the chase. Faker has a claw soon, and they're hungry for blood. Looking to go right through the mid lane. Looking again to maybe knock down Kabe. Can't quite find him just yet, but they have the Nexus turrets in sight. 4v2 to push, and SKT, it's still gonna be a sub 30-minute win. The first 15 were fought valiantly, but SKT, the champions of Korea for a reason, pad the KDAs, add to the stats, 14-7 in kills, and the Nexus falls in game 1.
And a commanding victory from SK Telecom in the end, but that was a fairly competitive early game, but crucial errors from a young lineup.
All right, Poppy's gonna come through. Poppy to the top lane. Poppy Fiora up top. Tristana versus, and if he had done Gromp late, that would have been a potential kill. Now he's here for the potential 4-person dive, but 4v3 is a pretty hard one to do. I expect it to not be too much pressure as long as Kabe can last it under turret, but now they're going to go for it anyway. 4v3, they're going to try. This is the attempt right now. A lot of damage. They're going to knock for the first one. Xerxes drops effort, drops aggro, and now Kabe's forced to run, but that trade is in. The kills are coming through. It's 2 for 2 so far, and North's going to make...
Missed out on experience.
That's good, though.
Is also a big deal.
I mean, it is denying Faker time in his wave. This is Chachi now.
We're still fighting. Chachi going to be slowed, and that shield is needed, but could he flash in? He's gonna, and over the wall they go. Khan cannot find it. Chachi, that flash was beautiful. There might be an escape still, though. As soon as the Q comes back up, he's over the wall. The flash chase, and Xerxes strikes him down.
Like, now it feels better. It feels like I'm supposed to roam on Pyke. This is what I see Fnatic and G2 do, but not the same thought process that goes behind his windows and his wave manipulation. The fact that the wave, they didn't get the bounce back, they didn't get in a good spot, the greatest like versatility in his play patterns for late game, but I wouldn't say he falls off. He does need to be ahead of the clock and have kill pressure to be valuable.
Well, they found a slow toast Faker. Rock jump now for a nice buster shot to not get skewered back in, but they're gonna find the first route, but pulled onto the turret by effort. That will mean the kill comes across, and the ult over as well. This could be more of a chase, gonna flash in, Ghostwater dive as Xerxes throws in the axe. They're gonna kite away from this one, but Clid could potentially collapse with Khan based on what Chachi does up in the top lane.
And a really good read on the play there from SKT. This is a team, once again, that has so much experience. Hold the thought, Khan is quite low. Wave pushing against him.
He knows Xerxes is here, though. Puts on the ultimate. It's going to be chain CC'd. Tries to get some health back. Does he have enough? One more hit would turn it on, and the last few autos might come through. The axe not going to land, and he's stunned under turret. You have to be kidding me.
And this time around, it is the SK.
They actually see him on a ward. So they know Nautilus is coming up. Now Clid shows up, lands the red smite, lands the auto attacks. Now Cocoon can't land just yet because of the minions, but how can you get out from this one? Now it's going to come in. The flash there, but you already knew they were coming, and Kabe goes down. Clid just barely grabs the kill.
I mean, it was...
First turret, second dragon is also going to go down, and it really does feel like the game has just been played exactly on their terms.
Teleport to avoid the mid lane tower going down.
And also because the game hasn't been played at the frantic pace that we saw early. Hold the thought.
You wanted frantic.
Gonna happen right now as North Scarin just goes down. Teddy on a killing spree. Round 2 comes in, the stun is on top, out goes Kabe. The re-engage could look pretty good, it's a shutdown. Xerxes finds his third, and the fight continues on an effect effort, but it's still SKT with more members. Chachi's trying to one, is nice, finds him in to jump to, but he's only gonna find some slows. The chase down gonna still happen. One more vital might be enough, and Khan is gonna find that kill. 8-4 in the scoreboard.
And that is what a Gold League team fight.
And it's basically game over for Splyce at this point.
And you can see that SKT just feel like they're so much stronger in the 5v5 and bottom lane.
There's the Righteous Glory. Can still catch up to Teddy. The root should be able to be landed. There is that on top, and Chachi come right afterwards. This should be a pretty easy setup. Point blank ult. Nice! He jukes it, but it's gonna be enough damage, but it's still traded back. Teddy claims the kill, and the rest of SKT are here. This has to be Chachi dying. I don't see how he lives on reflex. The riposte comes out. Khan lands all 4 vitals, and SKT get that second kill, and Faker's not done. Ezreal is trying to run, will just stay alive, and a re-engage comes across. Faker, that was a sick hook. That was a predictive hook. That was a nice one right there. Long-term play.
Before the game, they were obviously very happy to be here, but I guarantee their hands are a little bit shaky and the setup is not what they're used to. And just in crucial moments, the mis-executions have cost Splyce in this game.
That Baron is going to drop down rapidly. No one's around to stop them. SKT, okay. Had to give that one the respect, but it comes through. Also the solo kill for Khan in the picture-in-picture. SKT went on both halves across, and just walks away.
Got him. Nailed it.
Oh, round 2. Chachi, gonna look at Faker, but he's kind of squishy, all things considered. The whole team ready to fight him. Has to jump away from that one, loses the flash, looking for the re-engage, not gonna find it there. Xerxes and Northscared, he's gonna bring the, almost finds the stun to the rest of his team. They're gonna jump into the backline. That's Teddy right there in a duel now with the entire rest of the squad. This has to be a kill. This has to be Splyce fighting Teddy, and yet they can't. They can't find a single kill, SKT.
Now with 2 members dead, SKT might even look to end the game.
That was literally Kai's like, open up here.
It wasn't wrong. 5-1-5 has the Magi's for good measure. Going towards them, pretty sure that's going to be a Gunblade. I mean, with the bottom side, Baron Buff has timed out. The minion's mostly gone. Faker pulled in, but yeah, on reflex, buffers the rocket jump, gets the cast animation in before the hook lands, and now towards the back line, they're going to find a couple of stuns. That means the dive can come in. Xerxes, he's trying to run away. One auto would kill him.
Here comes
Just
Chachi.
barely going to live. Clid has knocked down Humanoid Teddy once again right in front of the squad, and the Zonias comes out. He's going to stay alive, but the kills just keep coming through, and no one is left to defend. Khan will die, but that's going to be it. SKT an ace for a death. The minions already on the Nexus, and even faster than in game 1. SKT gonna clamp down on Splyce, a 2-0 lead, and 1 more to go until they reach that semifinals.
An absolute slaughter for SKT towards the end of that game in back-to-back team fight. Kaiser just cannot fly into the back lane against Skarner until the QSS has been acquired. It's one of those champions that does negate a lot of the options that Kaiser builds flat armor, which to my understanding makes Cleaver such an attractive option.
Cleaver's actually a big damage buff. The one thing I do like about Shojin is it actually does still have synergy with anti-tank play.
Hold on, dive potentially coming through.
Okay, Humanoid 1 versus 3, gonna hope he can stay alive, and that is a suppression into the stun, into way too much damage. And first blood comes through.
That wasn't the case, it was a rush play. You can see that Clid now has access to that topside jungle and might look for a play.
They should know it's a 2-on-2 over this side of the map. Chachi gonna look for the stun, gonna go for Skarner as the primary target. No, oh, but he does have flash. They're gonna chase in for the knockup. Xerxes finds one, and Khan is forced to flash away. There might be a chase down though. Looking at the second play. Ult's gonna come across. That's a lot of damage, and he will find the kill. Splyce answer back with a double in top.
But there's also going to be this pressure that's building around the Infernal spawning in 1:15. But before then, there's an opportunity to play top. Here we go, Splyce.
3v1 has an ult, does not have flash. Xerxes gonna pull aggro, stay out of range. The CC gets layered, and there is not a way to live. An excellent dive for Splyce.
But this is so strange how these teams are trading.
Well, with the Herald Summon, of course, they know Clid must be in the top lane. Khan no TP, Chachi has it, so that actually guarantees second Infernal.
Herald mid lane to gain priority over Infernal and deny Splyce potential for double Infernal. And I agree with Spawn. I don't think it's the best trade up, but I do think the reasons make sense.
Oh, and that setup was unanswerable. Dead underneath the turret, shuffle into Impale.
But Clid,
We have a 1,400 gold lead for SK Telecom T1. The fact is, they got a lot of money into the top lane. Khan got all 5 plates in the first turret gold. Oh, that is a
nicely
hook.
done.
It's a lot of CC, but is it enough to kill him? Teddy is gonna drop, and a stun's gonna come across on Namata as well. That was a great setup. Northscared did all the hard work.
And showcasing why people tried to take this Nautilus away from Northscared right there. He looks like such a different player when he is playing this comfort pick.
but just a different look from the entirety of the Splyce lineup. That is decisiveness. Chachi is still looking to go in.
Got him.
Oh, that is another hook right on in, and Faker just can't get away. Splyce find kill after kill. Target third Infernal. Right behind SKT. The ward control going to the side of the LCK champions. Northscared comes in, looks for the big play, finds the route, shuffles him backwards. The hook in the front line as well, but Faker just attacked, and Xerxes gonna find that kill. Now it's up to Khan to the backside. It's a 1-for-1 so far. A second kill for SKT. They're chasing in for more. Khan cannot die, and they're gonna push in. Look for kill number 4. No way out for Visit Chachi. A triple kill for the Draven. Teddy is rich.
And it's without Chachi's ultimate, without the tools required, that is not a winning fight for Splyce.
And it was just the wrong call. You had mid lane priority. Maybe you tried.
It's not even like a full 1 dragon difference. It's like 3/4 of a dragon difference in terms of actual stat value. SKT have clawed back into this game. Now looking at the tower dive. The Lantern is there. On top of them, though, is the rest of Splyce, and they found one. Northscared to the front line. They found some stuns, but it's still a trade kill. Some time is borrowed to knock down the turret. Forward, half HP on the Baron. At what point can Clid make their way in? Northscared can go for the CC, forces the ult out, and they're going to turn back for the fight. The Croucher on the front line. Into the back goes Kave, away. It's a 2-for-1 so far. Faker knocked up, he's running, exhaust is on the ult to try to stay alive, but it's SKT who are routed, and over the top goes Xerxes. The kills are coming through to Splyce. They would need...
They should be fighting. This is the area they can force SKT to come. And now with the Baron, they are in complete control of this game.
In the mid game. The Baron power play well over 3,000 gold. That's a solid one. Xerxes, the one shepherding the team, but Faker goes in for the big play. Is there a way out? He's got a lot to jump through and barely gets away from Whirling Death. Xerxes stays alive, and now it's up to Khan. Up in the top side, gets Lantern back, and as Chachi bitten off more than he can chew, it's going to be a lot of damage towards him, and Teddy claims that kill. Turret does not fall, and Humanoid is trying to run, but Faker's on the chase. Khan's going to get the shutdown, and Splyce go too deep.
Sign Kobe, this time not flying into the backline, is desynced in the rest of the fight, and with the exception of that W, I'm pretty sure it does next to no damage. And the amount of, tankiness and magic...
oh, they're looking.
They are.
Clid flashes. That Zhonya's hourglass was necessary. Flashes stay safe, and Clid cannot find the target. Kobe is doing so much in this.
Need to happen right there. Just denied so much from SKT. Guaranteed the Baron for Splyce. Hats off to Kobe.
20 seconds on the respawn, 5v4. There's no catch ults up right now, but Khan over the wall, they're engaging a 4v5, which means he's just gonna lose GA, and he's almost certainly gonna die right afterwards. He killed himself burning his own flash, and it's time for Splyce to push. Question is how much else they can get in the 30 seconds of 5v4 with the Baron buff. Top lane, that's an easy target. The wave's being pushed in. They try for the engage, and Clid is gonna pull back one, but Chachi is very, very tanky. Pops the hourglass, gets some time, forced to flash away. Looks like he might stay alive, gets away from the hook. In comes Mata and tries to build the play. The shuffle for Faker, 5v4, and they're claiming kills 2 for 2. The fight stays alive. Can Faker though, and he's gonna jump back. The cannon minions shoot. Xerxes over the top finds that kill, and they deliver the rest of the team. It's only Khan keeping SKT away from death, and Splyce will not be stopped. They will take down game 3. Backs against the wall. Predictions be damned. Splyce showing signs of life in this series.
And Splyce won't...
Get live coverage and schedules for your favorite tournaments. Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.
Option now for Norskaren.
I want to say Volibear works here, by the way. Just I want to say that.
Absolutely it does. I think Thresh works. I think Rakan would be the toughest matchup of everything we've listed so far. So I think that this is an...
Looking now as we look top side, the attempted stun for Chachi. He'll be in range, and Power Stun's going to build a lot of space, and it's Khan trying to run away. Not in range without a flash, has to flash for it. Cleanse comes in, and it's going to be a flash now to safety. Will barely stay alive here. Clid finds the CC. First blood top lane, and Xerxes is on the run. Now, can they chase this one down, though? He's going to keep running, but Will Abadi knocks it down, gets most of that farm. Infernal Drake for half a wave. That's a good thing for SKT. Just barely space for the auto attack to come through.
Uh-oh. They now know where Xerxes is, which means that SKT know they have numbers advantage on this side of the map.
4 versus 2. In they go. The Lantern, the Cleanse are going to walk away to safety. Ignite just to make sure. And they're going to have enough damage. Effort is going to drop. And the re-engage comes across. Humanoid won't find the stun on a Teddy. But that tower dive turns into
it. It does cut 2 ways. The last thing you want to do is dark passage someone out into the Leona ultimate that has been thrown at you. So I think very heavy skill matchup. Clid down here.
Ult's going to land. Nice. Stopwatch buys some seconds. And now the re-engage. Too early.
Oh.
Too early, but they're going to have it anyway. The flash to land the stun, and that might mean Kava can walk to safety as you've got Xerxes here as well, and a lot of damage towards Effort. Wall's going to come down. Effort cannot get over this wall. As long as they land the skill shots, that will be a kill. The missed E is what killed Effort, a mechanical misplay. Onto that one. Clid is around. Clid has smite. Xerxes nearby as well. Who's going to go for that one first? Another Braille comes out, poke on Achachi, he's getting low, the wall comes down now as well. They're gonna push in for it, and a nice pickup, that's gonna go over.
Minutes to kind of get there, but I'm really looking on how they get Chachi to a Spear of Shojin and make him feel a bit more comfortable.
Is this gonna be the fight? Clid's gonna ult in, they're gonna bring forward one, but Chachi dives in.
No.
They're gonna find a sun, a gigantic CC chain. And he's gonna drop down now. Big damage across, nearly knocking down Faker. The minions chasing as well. The flash ult,
beautiful.
That's gonna be reminiscent of Samsung Galaxy in the same spot a while ago. but
get
still
any better for Vizicachi as this game goes on. Does have teleport, however, Dragon already started. Looks like it will go down.
gonna be claimed. Here comes the TP, but this is scary. Right on top of the rest of the squad. Chachi's there. A stun stops it. Here comes Kabe. They find one. They're gonna find the second. Right into it goes Splyce. But look at Khan. He's gonna turn one blind. Jumps back in for Chachi. The snipe from Teddy. One more auto. Finally claims it. It's up for Kabe to do it all. Gets a single kill. Will not be hooked. And again, Teddy finds the shutdown. 3 deaths make it 4. SKT lose 4.
Be Faker to close out this series.
Exactly. We're not just on what's your lane matchup. The CS is one apart. You've got to actually show up and be this player. Flashes in, gotta find the route. That's the plays we were looking for. Gets the setup, finally grabs his first kill of the game at the 21st minute. That's a forced flash away. Meanwhile, we saw effort forced to run away, but no flashes lost on the SKT side. And Chachi, where can he even go? W's not available for the reveal, has to go into melee range yet again, but you're still right in front of the Gragas. No escape for Renekton.
And unfortunately, Splyce were looking at
Control wards at this stage of the game are so much more important than that AP.
Well, the wall's gonna come down. They're trying to cut off part of SKT. Teddy can't join the fight, but no one's gonna push forward anyway. There's the cast back in. No way out. Norskarin kinda late on the QSS flash. Could have built a lot more distance with better reflexes there.
into the pit, and this is all on Xerxes.
Over the wall, big damage, and Faker sets it up. Answers the questions. Another death comes through for Humanoid. Teddy just jumps in for that one. Now Klid's on the run, takes a bunch of damage, but Khan is there to back him up. Now Kabe does find a kill, does solo out Faker, but Chachi cannot get in on anything there. Khan kites him back and forth and over and over and over again. Effort to the other side, jumps back over the wall. That's the stun, that's another kill. SKT lose 1, but kill 3.
And that must be the most frustrating mess.
Seconds does have access to the teleport. Xerxes is just now up, but doesn't have the ultimate. I don't think there's any contest here.
Kabe can try
And
with a
steal.
miracle steal. W gets blocked by Khan. Q's not going to be in range either. Claimed there, and that's a forced flash out. But this snipe could be a lot of damage.
Maximum distance between the rest of the Splyce members and Vizicachi.
Oh, effort. Into the body slam, into the cast. Nice flash by Humanoid, but suddenly, out of nowhere, it's Leona. The realm warp means even more. Big damage across. That's 1 kill picked up, but they will trade it back, and Kabe is here. And he can do shutting down effort. Damage comes across, but didn't pull.
SKT have control over mid lane. There was the possibility that they would get collapsed on. Now
Looking at
Kabe.
the play. Faker trying to get out from this one. He's gonna get back in. No, the flay picks him back off, and Kabe is on his 6th kill of the game. If there is to be a carry for Splyce,
And it has been Kabe. You know, as you mentioned, Mr. Splyce coming up clutch. Does Khan go for it?
Yep. Damage across, has to get away. Flashes over what could have been the stun. A pretty easy solo kill when you're that fed. Now Xerxes here, and he hugs the wall for move speed. But can he reach?
Everyone is here.
Loses the Banshee's Veil, and that's going to be enough to turn off the passive yet again.
Look at SKT in mid lane.
Yeah, they're going to push down for a Nexus turret, or at least the inhibitor itself, but they're going to flash to pull it in. They're going to find 1 kill into Khan, but that's going to take 4 members, and he still finds a kill. And SKT are pushing. They are pushing, and they are looking for Nexus turrets.
That might be enough. SKT might be able to win the game.
They're going to knock down at least 1. They're going to knock down the second. They're going to go towards the Nexus. Here comes the squad. Will they go for the win, or will they go for the fight? The battle begins, and they're going to look for a lot of damage, but already Xerxes is gone. There's a shot to the backlines. Not going to live either. SKT, gods can bleed, but they will not die. A quarterfinal win, 3-1, and we'll see you next week.
And a lot of different looks from SKT here. We saw them play multiple different